Hi guys, thanks to all of you that are already connected. We will start really shortly. Thank you. Hi guys, thanks to all of you who are already connected. We will start really shortly. Just we will wait a few minutes to more people to connect. Thank you. Okay, so let's start with the session. Welcome to this new session where we will be learning about the new shin sleeve cutting machine by AB Graphic International. We are really excited to finally introduce you to our newest intermittent sleeve cutting solution. So let's start with the session. Please, if you have any questions, you can post your questions in the box part, and at the end of the session, we will be answering your questions. Also, we will be following up when we finish the session, if we have pending or not the questions. Okay, this is a different format of webinar where we will present an introduction of the machine, and then we will finalize with a demonstration in order to understand better the process, to understand better the advantages and the benefits that we can present with our solution. So let's start.
Hi and welcome to this webinar. I'm Matt Burton, the Global Sales Director for ABG, and today we'll be covering shrink sleeve solutions. Today I'm delighted to announce that we're bringing our shrink sleeve solutions into the ABG family, and from today our products will proudly display the ABG badge. These units will be continued to be manufactured in our Girona facility and allow ABG to expand our one-stop shop offering. These products will be sold through our group companies and partners. ABG are the only single source supplier for all of your converting and finishing needs, and now with our shrink sleeve family of products, we can help take our customers' businesses further and into new markets and segments. I'm now going to hand over to my colleague Pierina in Girona, who will take it from here. Thank you for joining, and over to you, Pierina.
Okay, so As Matthew mentioned, we are introducing the new cutting solution, in this case, to you guys. This is a really compact and versatile machine that will help us, or it can be configured, okay, to start in real and finish in format through the staking table, as you can see in the screen, or end in real. So this is a kind of modularity machine that can be customized depending on what you want to obtain as a final product. The processes that we can incorporate or we can find in this machine is the cross perforation. Okay, you will see the machine then when we have the demonstration. But basically, in the middle of the machine, we can incorporate a cross perforation that can be customized. Okay, for example, in this case, you will see the UV perforation and the 90-degree angles in order to have this cross perforation for the easy open in the shrink sleeve labels. Or you can also just cut the shrink sleeve labels and obtain the formats in the staking table. Okay, the technical specifications or the main general characteristics from this machine is the maximum web width. We are talking about 400 millimeters. The minimum web width is 35 millimeters. The web tension is 0.8 kilos to 9 kilos. The maximum cutting length in this case is 350 millimeters. The minimum cutting length is 30 millimeters. The mechanical speed is 45 meters per minute. The maximum cutting speed is 40 cycles per minute. The maximum reel, both in the unwinder, okay, is 600 millimeters. And if we want to finish in reel, so the maximum reel diameter will be also 600 millimeters. Okay, the benefits of this machine. So this automatic cutting machine model AC from AB Graphic converts basically a shrink sleeve reels into single sleeves with pre-stacking, or we can finish in reel. Okay, so the accuracy perfect, the length of the cut of perforation, also the easy of operating due to its ergonomic design. The versatility of the solution, because we can perform the simplest to the most demanding jobs. The modularity, because we can customize a solution ending in a staking tower or in the rewinding. The high precision, because the movement of the rollers and the cut and the perforation are electronically synchronized, which optimizes the movements and improves productivity. Excellent tension control, okay. The compact machine, reducing the footprint in the production area. Also, our solutions is low maintenance, okay, and energy efficient, because we use regenerative motors and drivers in order to have these energy savings. So now I will pass over my colleague Alex, okay, who will present the machine to you. We'll introduce the machine, each part of the machine, and then we will have a demonstration of the machine. If you have, please, questions, post your questions in the Q&A box, and we will be answering at the end of the session. Thanks.
Hi guys, good morning. Today we are here in Girona in our workshop from ABG. So we are here to show you our new intermittent cutting machine for the sleeve labels market, okay? As you will see now during my explication, you will see that this is a kind of modular machine, okay? So that means we can work from reel to reel with a perforation on the label. We can work from reel to stack on the table, okay? With a knife and also with the perforation. As you will see also now, the perforation system is a really plug and play mechanical system. So you can adjust always the position, or even you can remove just to work with the cutting to separate label to label. So I'm going to explain you the machine. As you can see here, this is the unwinder unit. Everything is integrated. So as you can see, it's a small compact machine. Okay, and as I told you before, this is the unwinder with the cantilever shaft system, as you know we used to work with. Okay, then we have here an integrated waveguide system from RE Engineering Company. Okay, if now I open the cover, please come here. I invite you to visit the internal parts of the machine. Here there is a dancer tension control system, but it's not working only as a tension control. It's also a compensation system, okay? Because this is an intermittent cutting machine, so always the nib roll and the main motor will give us a label size, then we'll stop. Label size, then label stop. So for this tension control system is always giving us or helping the nib roll to get the proper size of the machine. Okay, we are using also a Phelps mechanical system with spring on it to hold always the material on the position. Now, after this Phelps, we saw here this table. This is the perforation, mechanical perforation system. As you can see, and as I told you before, this is a mechanical plug and play system, really easy to adjust, okay? After we set up the machine for production, and then when we saw that machine stops, before to feed again for the new label size, so machine will stop always at the same point. So then is the moment to mechanically adjust the perforation system on place, okay? Let me show you why we have two different tools on the same table. Come here, don't be afraid. I will explain you now. Thank you. Look, the first one is the perforation, transversal perforation, okay? And here for the second one, we have also the option to put this angle perforation knife to do the final easy open, okay? I will show you later some samples, so it will be much more easy to you to understand, okay? Here at this point, we have the sensor or the register photocell, okay? So here is the point where we read each label to know exactly where we have to cut on the knife, okay? Here we have the nib roll system, the main motor to feed in the labels on the knife. As you can see, is a motorized shaft with the plasma coating treatment to get always the proper grip, okay, to pull the material. And this is the rubber nib roll with the manometer, pneumatical manometer system to change or to switch which pressure we need to work with, yeah? Here, on this side, we have the knife system. As you can see, we are using a fixed counter blade on the knife frame, okay? And then a knife with the vertical movement, with these big columns, okay? So, here, on the exit, we have the table, if we want to work from reel to stack, or, as you can see here, we have a second shaft on the rewinder unit with the cantilever system as well, okay? Then, for example, if we need to work with the rewinder system, we have also here a second compensation system. That means that the compensation system on the unwinder will help always the nib roll to pull the material, and this one will compensate always to put the material on the reel here on the rewinder, but always controlling the same tension, okay? Here, as you can see, we have the touch panel, main panel, to do the settings and to set up the machine, okay? This machine is also coming with the anti-static system with 2 bars, okay? So, as you can see, one is here on the cover, and under production conditions, the cover will be always closed, so this bar will work always exactly at the same point that the knife is cutting and just before the label will stack on the table, okay? In order to remove as much as possible the static we can have during this process, and then to help us to cut always perfect as well. And as you can see, we have the second one here just between the belt transporter and the stacking table. Again, to help us to stack properly the labels on the final production packet, okay? If you come here also, I will show you that everything is integrated on this transmission tree, okay, with just one motor, with this transmission and belt, and with all this system, okay? And we have here this mechanical device just to separate if we want to work together cutting and perforation, or just to open to work just with the perforation but without the knife, okay? So that means that if we work like this one with this device, mechanical device closed, we integrate all the transmission together to work with perforation and knife. But if we need to work from reel to reel, so then it's that easy that we open here, bloop, and then we will work from reel to reel and with the perforation option if the operator decides to plug in or no. You will see now the machine running. So, hi again, guys, and I will show you now the machine running, okay, as I told you before, with the cutting option, and I will show you the 2 options that actually we can run with this machine, okay? The first option, as you can see here on the screen, let me change the language. No, over here, okay? The first option, as I told you before, you can see here, so we can work with automatic stop here on this window, and this option is just to do a total number of labels per production, okay? That means that if I set up now this option to stop arriving up to 1,000 labels, okay? Machine will cut and count 1,000 labels, then machine will stop. Or then we have the second option, that is stack number, total of stacks, and with stacks per label. Now I set up this example, for example, 25 labels per stack and total number of stacks of 3. And with stack separation of half a meter, okay, 500 millimeters. That means that in this option, machine will start and count 25. Speed up belt to separate. Count again 25. Speed up belt to separate. And count the last 25. And finally, our total number of free stacks, and then stop. Okay? So let's start the machine, and I will show you how machine is running. As you can see here, always, we are using the same screens, same pictures, same buttons, same colors. So, as you know, because of the other videos we made before in the past, you know exactly how machine is running. If you don't know how this machine is running, now is the moment to check our social media, or check us on YouTube, or check our link or our website, where you will find all our different kind of machines for different kind of markets, and you will find also our videos, and you will see everything. Okay? If you have any doubt or any question, don't hesitate also to contact us, or you can even organize a visit to come to join us or to visit us in our showroom to see our machines running. Okay? So let's go. Now I set up the auto mode. I switch on the machine. I will push second time to confirm that I want to run under auto mode. You will see here machines running. If you come with me here, as I told you before, here you will see now the compensation system working, but because because we are using a really small format, so now the movement is really small. Okay, then for the bigger formats, so the compensation system will move much more. Okay, then as you can see here, the perforation system is working. Okay, so that means on every label, on every different label, we are doing this transversal perforation line, and also this another easy open angle cutting point. Okay, then here you can see how the photocell is reading and working with the synchronism, one cutting per each reading point. Okay, the nib roll feeding and pulling the material to the knife, and here our pressure setup for the nib roll. Okay, and here, as you can see, look, as you can see here, the labels on the table. Okay, sorry, cut with the gloves, never cut the mouse. I will try to do my best. Cutting point, perforation line. Okay, easy open. Okay, perforation line and easy open corner. Okay, so that means we have the perforation and the final easy open to open the label. Okay, now the labels are falling down here to the hell, but no problem. Machine is coming with this device, with the magnet, so easy to move, and we can put it here in order to stack the labels on the table. Okay, about how machine is working to stack a total number of labels for production. I will show you now the second option. Okay, for example, machine is coming also with a button to get empty the belt here on the exit. Okay, now if I push here the empty button, we can easily get empty the belt and use also these labels for production. Okay, let's switch to the second option, working mode, okay? Now I will switch off the automatic stop option, and then I will work with this stack separation or stack number of stack production option, okay? I will switch on, and remember, as I told you before, machine will count first 25, we'll do a separation on the belt, second time 25 separation, then machine stop, okay? Let's switch on. Okay, now I will get empty again. Okay. So here we show you the second option to work with this machine with the cutting mode. Okay. Before just labels, 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 labels till to arrive to the set point of the final counter of labels production, or if not, also the option to work with labels on stack and final number of stacks. Okay. So thank you. Now we will set up the machine to work from reel to reel, and we will show you the other possibility to work with this machine. I will show you now how to change or switch from reel to stack to a reel to reel, okay? As I told you before, we have here this belt with these wheels with the brake on it. So just to release the brakes and just pull it. Like this. Pull it out. Okay. Take a core. Just to, I will release the brake on the motors, okay? And I will open here, as I told you before. So easy. Okay. Now the knife, sorry, is free, and the springs push up the knife, so the knife will not work. Working from reel to reel, we will have only this perforation system if the system remains here installed on the machine. As I told you before, it's a really easy plug and play mechanical system. So if we don't need to work with the perforation, just we put it out with these jaggers, release, take it out. Or if we need to work with the perforation, so like this, okay? We will let it here working, no problem. Then, Remember, I released the brakes before, so now I can pull the material, and we will have the same, exactly the same system that we have here, okay? Compensation, dancing tension control system with a few small rollers, okay? And one Sonabero sensor to control and read always the actual diameter, okay? And one cantilever shaft. So we set up the core on place. Let's go to roll it on our barrel. So now machine is ready and organized to work from reel to reel. After we separate the belt, okay, we just install this roller just after the exit from the knife, just to keep straight the web through the first roller here on this part. Okay, as I told you before, here we have a second compensation system working also as a tension control. We have a nib roll to separate the tensions, and on the unwinder we have the first compensation system and also working as a dancing tension control, and here we have the second one. Okay, just the operator needs to remove the belt and install this roller. We have here just two Allen screws and just a socket to plug in. So easy. Okay, so now close the cover, and here on the screen window of rewinder settings, just we choose the direction we want, so we need to turn on the shaft, okay, switch on the shifting to put again the oscillation on the reel. Remember, because it's leaf, we cannot grow up just on one point, we need to oscillate, okay? And then just choose here on the tension window screen also the tension configurations. Now we have 20 newtons on the backside, 15 here on the rewinder, and then we set up 80% linear taper. Okay, so let's just start. As you can see here, the compensation system is going to looking for the happy medium starting position, okay, here and also here, okay, just on the middle. And now let's start. To start, remember, we can work with manual or with speed, automatic speed. As I told you before, if you can come here, look, now we have the nib roll, okay, and the main motor is pulling the material, so fit the material to us in this direction, and look, the compensation, okay, it's always moving in order to just not only to control the tension, if not also to compensate this movement from the nib roll to control the tension. So, till here, our new intermittent cutting machine for sleeve labels. Again, thank you for your time. And remember that you can contact us at any time or follow us in our social media or in YouTube or in our link or website. Thank you for your time. See you next time. Cheers.
Okay, so we can now have the period for the questions and answers. Please post your questions in the Q&A box and we will be answering right now. If we don't answer all of them, so we will be following up later when we finish the session. Okay, we have some questions already about technical specifications. So this machine is for narrow web. Okay, this is the maximum web width is 400 millimeters and the minimum web width is 35 millimeters. There is a question about the material. So in this case, it's focused for shrink sleeve, but maybe we can use for other kinds of materials if we want to just cut in format in the staking table. But we need to analyze that, or maybe we need to test. The minimum cutting length is 30 millimeters, okay, and the maximum is 350 millimeters. Yes, as you saw in the video, the machine can operate from reel to the staking table or from reel to reel. So basically, the cross perforation that you saw in the middle of the machine can be customized. In this case, we saw the UV perforation with a 90 degrees angle in order to have or to perforate for the easy open in the shrink sleeve labels, okay? But we can customize this cross perforation and adapt to your needs in this case, okay? And of course, the cutting system is a shear system by motor, okay? And all the cutting system and also the perforation, the movement is driven by motor, and in the case of the cutting system is driven by motor, and the movement of the rollers and the cuts are electronically synchronized, which optimize the movement and improves the productivity. Yes, and there is a question about the maximum diameter in the rewinder. So in the case, as you saw, it's really easy to take off the staking table. So the maximum reel diameter is the same as the unwinder, okay, is 600 millimeters, both in the unwinder and in the rewinder in this case. There is a question about the core diameter. So we have the possibility to start and end from at 6 inches or 152 millimeters, or maybe to adapt the to change the shaft for 3 inches, okay, and or 66 millimeters, 76 millimeters, sorry. So we can start from 3 to and end in 3, or maybe start in 3 inches and then have a sleeve of 6 inches in order if we can just change the sleeve shaft in this case. Yes, in the case in the rewinder, we have the oscillation movement, as you saw, okay? And also we have another compensation that also will, the function will be as a control tension, not just will compensate, but also will control the tension. So if we go reel to reel, we will have a double control tension and compensation, as you saw in the demonstration of the machine. Yeah, how we have the staking table, as you saw, is really easy to adapt. This is a really, the versatility of this machine is really high, as you saw, okay, because we can perform so the simplest to the most demanding jobs of the production, in this case of shrink sleeves. The ergonomic design is really ergonomic, this machine, for the easy operating of its solution. The precision in the CAD is more or less my plus minus 0.3 millimeters, the precision in this case. The maximum cutting speed is 400 cycles per minute, okay? And could vary depending of the kind of the shrink sleeve, maybe for PET, or if you work with OPS or with PVC. I think we can go up to 400 cycles per minute. What else? Yes, you can just, there is a question if just they can choose one option, like just to start in real and finish in real, or it's not necessary to buy the machine with these two options of the exit. If you want to just finish in real, so you can just have this solution. But if you want the versatility, maybe you can have this advantage in order to customize depending of the demanding job that you have in your production. Yes. Yes, there is a question about the special formats. So in this case, as you saw, for example, we saw the UV perforation and also the 90 degrees angle. And then we finish with the cutting in formats, okay? So we pre-cut and then we cut. But for special formats, we can also do that. And we can install a looping register for this special format. So in order to follow the shapes or the size that you want to achieve. Yes, as I mentioned, the web tension, so is could vary is 0.8 kilos to 9 kilos, okay? Okay, I think that we will finish in this point. I hope that it was really helpful to understand this new solution that is available now in the portfolio of AB Graphic International about the narrow web for shrink sleeve labels. Okay, please, we will be following up to you with the pending questions that we have. But if you have more questions, you don't hesitate to contact us directly to the info@abgint.com, and we will be answering all your doubts. Okay, thank you, and see you next time. Thank you.